Hello everyone, I'm your host Alan and welcome to the 5th episode of Ketchup Season 3. From K-drama and K-entertainment to K-pop, we've got tons of topics to share with all our fans out there. So without further ado, let's dive in. Catch up with the K-content trend. Let's catch up! So as always, we've prepared tons of exciting topics to share with you and we can never leave out a special guest to talk all about these topics. So please welcome one and only Julia. Woo!
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a professional dancer and content creator here living in Korea already 4 years.
4 years?
Way too long. I'm going back now. It's way too nice in here.
So you're a professional dancer?
Right.
Oh my gosh. So I actually watched some of your video clips on your YouTube and Instagram. You were amazing. So tell me, Julia, could you briefly tell us about K-content, including like K-dramas, entertainment shows, and K-pop songs that has helped you grow your interest in Korean culture and live here?
Yeah, of course. So I think I was a huge fan back in 2017, like K-pop, K-dramas, everything that had to do with Korea. And then I came here. So it's a fact that once you come here, it's not that you stop loving it, but when you go home, you just want to rest. You just want to connect with, maybe I've never listened to Spanish music, but since I'm here, I'm loving it. Because I need to disconnect a little bit from the K-dramas.
Something that has been available.
You know, my life is already a K-drama in here. I need a rest. But if it's a really good K-drama, then I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, at least like you're also interested in like entertainment shows, including like
Street
I'm telling you several times, but yeah.
Now that I know it's CJ, I'm not living here without a ticket or something like that. I didn't know about that. Yeah.
Let me at least get one from you, one for you for the live show, for the upcoming show called World of Street Women Fighter. That's gonna be amazing. So fantastic. Well, we've got actually tons of topics to share for this month. So let's dive in right away. Leading entertainment company CJ&M's global hit show Marry My Husband returns with the Japanese version. Directed and produced by CJ&M, the Japanese version of Marry My Husband will premiere on June 27th through Amazon Prime Video, once again with the title "watashi no ototo kekkonshite" to rule the global stage. Meanwhile, as the first ever K-drama to reach #1 on Amazon Prime Video's global chart, according to FlixPetrol, this groundbreaking announcement regarding the Japanese version's premiere is also hyping up the international entertainment industry. I'm actually super glad to hear one of like 2024's biggest hit shows of CJ and Marry My Husband is produced as a Japanese version, and I'm so glad that I was a part of it.
Oh, you
because
were?
I was in charge of the global marketing project for Marry My Husband's Korean version. So before getting into details, Julia, have you ever watched this show before?
I watched the Korean one, yeah. Of course, the Japanese didn't come up yet. But yeah, I did watch it. It was, you know, I love a revenge kind of drama. So definitely.
So telenovela-ish, like soap opera, revenge, and vengeance kind of thing.
You know, leading like female lead.
Empowerment.
That's what we like.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, so you're from Spain, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why it kind of like invigorated and rejuvenated your energy.
I mean, no shaming, but there's some dramas that you watch here in Korea that, you know, sometimes you look at the female role and you're like, girl, wake up.
Yeah, speak out.
Get angry, come on. And then this girl, that would have been me probably in another multi-universe. Yeah,
that's amazing. Just to let you know, when our team was in charge of proceeding the global marketing project activities for Marry My Husband, we were super excited, yet really nervous though, because the fact that the very first show of the year of 2024 would be serviced globally on Amazon Prime Video meant a lot. So just like the star-studded Korean version, Watashi no ototo kekkonshite, the Japanese version, is already captivating not only global fans but also entertainment industry's interest with its cast as the Japanese top celebrity Sato Takeru, known for his performance in the Netflix original show First Love, Hatsukoi, and the rising star Koshiba Fuka will be on the series.
You know, I've never watched many Japanese dramas, but the ones I've watched, 10 out of 10.
Wow, yes.
So
yes.
I think they're good doing this type of
So
productions.
true. And the fact that it's a combination of Korean producers
Right.
and the
Oh,
scene
wow.
is in Japan means a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, the landscape will be Japan, and I've been in Japan, it's beautiful. So I
Yes.
think it's gonna be like a perfect mix, probably.
I know. But I believe, like, you know, as what I've heard from you based upon like our, you know, brief conversation beforehand, you're such an energetic person. And like, I mean, Spain is known for like passion and enthusiasm. So maybe we could have a Spanish version of Marry My Husband, isn't it?
If you hire me as a, one of my dreams was being an actress.
Oh, that's
Only, as I said before, that would have been me in another multi-universe. Let me do it. I will be your lead, female lead.
I mean, visual on point, posture on point, so attitude on point, so you deserve everything. So you must maintain that excitement, Julia, because the show is directed by An Gil-ho, who directed the global hit show The Glory, scripted by the Japan Academy Prize winner Oshime Satimi, who wrote the all-time Japanese hit show One Litter of Tears, and produced by Jason, the producer of the original version of Marry My Husband, and Lee Sang-hwa from CJ ENM's global content production team. So it's a crew. It's a literal crew of perfection. So are you excited for that too?
Of course, don't you see me excited? Like, I think it's gonna be a perfect mix because, in my opinion, the remakes usually don't tend to come out really good because it's like the same story, but there's like a different vibe. I don't know, but if it's the same like director and everything, I think he's gonna keep the beauty of it.
So true. The director, though, An Gil-ho director, who worked on The Glory, oh my God, it's filled with the vengeance.
I would trust him with my life.
I know,
that
for
guy.
sure. So the portrayal of that imagery to Marry My Husband's Japanese version would be perfect, isn't it? That's amazing. So with this full package of celebrities, the production team, and of course, strong storyline that led to the #1 spot on Amazon Prime Video, I hope the Japanese version of Marry My Husband, Watashi no Ototo Kekkon Shite, continues the Marry My Husband syndrome once again. And also, we should never leave out Hatsukoi DOGs, jointly produced by Korea's leading scripted TV studio, Studio Dragon, and Tokyo Broadcasting System, one of Japan's major terrestrial television networks, which plans to premiere in July this year. So Nainu from Marry My Husband, the male protagonist, will showcase a different side of himself through this monumental show, so stay tuned. So global IP powerhouse CJ ENM and one of Mexico's biggest national broadcast television networks, Imagen Television, team up to launch a dedicated Korean drama slot, landing it on Imagen Television's Access Primetime through Monday to Friday for at least 8 months. So it also seems like monumental, and I think for this month episode, Julia, it's all about being monumental, you know? Actually landing a Korean slot on one of the biggest terrestrial television in Mexico.
To be honest, you guys are way too late because let me tell you something. Mexican fans or South American fans are the biggest fans of Korea, K-pop, K-dramas. So I'm telling you, this is gonna, bring,
Oh my God, I'm super
huge.
excited to hear from you because, at first when we were thinking about lending our dedicated Korean drama slot and the terrestrial television, the national television in Mexico, the cultural background is so different from Korea, but still,
I think it's gonna work. Don't worry about that. I think, I'm telling you, everybody loves Korea back there, and I think it's gonna be amazing.
So true. So let's talk about some of the shows that will air in this slot. How about that? So you've got Because This Is My First Life starring Lee Min-gi and Jung So-min, 2 seasons of an award-winning show Yumi Cells starring Kim Go-eun, Loving Contract starring our rom-com queen Park Min-young from Marry My Husband, your favorite, and Go Kyung-pyo, and My Lovely Liar starring Hwang Min-yeon and Kim So-yeon, which hit actually #1 in 141 regions through various global platforms. What do you think about that?
There's way too many. Why I haven't watched it? What was that?
My Lovely Liar.
I should watch that.
Yeah, because it was available on TV and our own #1 K content channel, TVN, at that time, but it was actually a global hit by back then in 2023.
And I have to watch that?
Yeah, it's
okay.
a rom-com. And I believe the huge portion of that 141 regions were from South American.
What did I
fans.
tell you? Yes, they are the biggest fans, like loyal.
Loyal to K-dramas.
Period.
And a lot of K-pop stars and Korean actors and actresses tend to visit Mexico and South American countries a lot.
As they should, because like as content creators or idols, actors, we wouldn't be like absolutely nothing without the fans. So I think the most fair thing to do is to go and visit the countries where your audience is. Period.
Period. So you can enjoy all these shows through #1 K-content streaming platform TVing, actually.
TVing.
Yes, or through our other major streaming platforms when you're outside of Korea, such as Rakuten Viki, Prime Video, and so on.
I used those ones.
Our valuable partners. But for our Mexican K-content fans, you can watch these mega hit shows on Imagen Televisión from now on. So you should stay tuned. And it is such an honor for me to be a part of this unprecedented journey. So I hope more and more K-content gets exposed to our global fans through diverse methods so that it could become a mainstream culture globally. So actually, Julia, that's already it for today. So thank you so much, Julia, for joining us, and can you briefly tell us how it felt like joining us today?
It was good. I'm feeling the vibe. It was, we touched some interesting topics.
So true.
I can come whenever you want to talk about the Street Woman Fighter, maybe. I will come.
Such a huge fan of Street Women Fighters, so I will definitely invite her to one of our stages if it's possible. I'll talk to our producers. So again, thanks so much, Julia, for joining us today, and thanks so much to our fans out there watching this episode. I'm your host, Alan, and we'll come back with some other amazing global news about K-content. Catch up with the K-content trend?
Let's catch up.
Bye.